I'm high on the Vipers. I'm fading you here, Dave. Remember these two names, Aaron Murray, the quarterback, Nick Truesdell, the tight end. He'll catch a lot of passes over the middle. It's the only road team that wins in the opening week of the XFL. But I look at the Titans here. It's tough for any team to beat a team twice in a season, let alone twice in the last couple of weeks. Obviously, we already know Houston beat Tennessee a couple of weeks ago. So I'm going to go here. I'm going to buy that hook, but I'm going to go with -3 here when I look at Tennessee. I think this is an opportunity for them to punch their ticket. I think they can do it. While Pony and I did not agree on a lot of things for this game, I think the one thing we will agree on is the fact that, yes, defense is going to play a huge role for both sides, both Houston and the Bills. So for that reason, I see a slow start to this game. I like the second half as the higher scoring of the two halves. You know what? I'm going to keep it really simple. I'm just going to take the Chiefs on the money line, -128. You don't have to worry about how much they're going to win. But I know we said at the top of the show it's basically a pick 'em, but it's at 1.5. What if all of a sudden it is just a one-point game and you've got a field goal that wins the game late in this one? I feel confident the Chiefs are going to win this game. It's not a huge price to pay. Throw a chunk on the Chiefs money line, people. Well, the Wizards, after a disastrous start to the season, have finally started to play some much better basketball, led by their leading scorer in Bradley Beal. Davis Bertans, young player, big, can stretch the floor. He is their second leading scorer, and he has found his shooting touch in the last 3 weeks. It was a one-point game the last time these two teams played, and now you're getting 4.5 points, maybe 5. Guess what I'm doing? I'm going with the Wizards. Bam! Well, you're only giving one game out of a sample size, Pony. And if I look at Jimmy Garoppolo, we've seen what he's done all the way to the Super Bowl. The guy only throws in single digits how many pass attempts per game. If he's going to throw 15, 20 times in this game, I think that favors the Chiefs as well. Well, you look at this Indiana Pacers team, and they are almost completely back to healthy. Victor Oladipo should be coming back in the coming weeks. They just came off one of the toughest back-to-backs in all of the NBA, winning in Denver, then going to Salt Lake City to play the Jazz the next night. They split in that. Now they've had a chance to rest out in the desert there in Arizona. Gosh, I cannot believe that this has gone from 1-point favorite to 1-point favorite for the Pacers. Give me the Pacers! Well, that's one of the games that is certainly a mismatch in this opening week. I think the other one is Seattle at D.C. D.C. has a ton more talent, especially on paper. I think that will translate out into the field. When they played in the scrimmage a little less than 2 weeks ago, D.C. got them there as well. Take the defenders. The big question for me is, how can this 49ers offense keep up with what Kansas City can do? We know it's one of the most high-powered offenses in the NFL, and I just have this feeling Patrick Mahomes, big year last year winning MVP, and now an opportunity to take it even a step further. We'll talk MVP in the Super Bowl a little bit later, but Kansas City has the firepower, and remember, their defense has been so much better since Week 11. Look at this, Dave. We agree once again. I like Patrick Mahomes as well, and part of the reason is you get great value on the number here, but there's very few guys in this day and age in the NFL that can throw for not 300 yards in a game, but 400 yards in a game, and Patrick Mahomes is that guy.